What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back for a recap of Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. So let's get into all this bullshiggity, honey. Okay, so as far as Married to Medicine, the episode picks up where they left off last week, with Heavenly kind of storming out of there, okay, out of Contessa's house, okay, run away from me with this, okay. She was upset. She felt betrayed. I think that Heavenly really thought Contessa was her friend. And I get that Heavenly was wrong to talk about, you know, her friend's marriage on her show. But like I told y'all before, it was Contessa that put her own business out there. Okay, so in Heavenly, I think the biggest lesson you have learned is that Contessa is really not your friend. I don't think she is emotionally and mentally healthy enough to be your friend. I really don't. Contessa is dealing with a lot of pain from her marriage. I noticed this season, her and Scott, they are trying to put up this united front, and honey, Miss Robinson is not buying it. They just look so fake to me. They both can go. I'm ready for a new couple. I feel like Contessa is so volatile. Like, she is so all over the place. She has a lot of misdirected anger. I just feel like the anger she's displaying at Heavenly, she's upset about what Heavenly did, but see, it don't look like it's completely about Heavenly. It's like there are some underlying feelings that, you know, she still has about her marriage to Scott. I don't think she's happy, and women do that in their marriages. They will take things out on a friend. And it's just like, well, you were talking about my marriage. Girl, your shit is falling apart. Everybody can see it. And she had that moment. Contessa and Jackie had a moment, and Contessa was just like, well, how do you get over it, Jackie? And Heavenly says stuff about you, and Jackie is just like, I let that shit roll off my back. I don't even care, because I know it's not true, you know? And Contessa, a hit dog will holler. You know that what Heavenly is saying is true. That's why you're so bothered. They even had a moment at the end at Simone's Halloween party, I think, that they were getting ready to leave. And Jackie was like, where is Curtis? And Heavenly was like, with another woman. And Jackie started laughing. She didn't get all upset and irate and offended. You know, a hit dog will holler, okay? Contessa, you are insecure about your marriage. And if you that damn insecure, okay, if it's gonna cause you to act like you are possessed by the devil, honey, you need to let that go, okay? Let that man go and, you know, send him on his way. Seriously. Simone is in Contessa's house telling Quad and Toya she does not like the nastiness and the meanness of Heavenly. Heavenly, in my opinion, is not mean. She just says shit how it is, and y'all don't like it because you all are not like that. Simone is sneaky. Her and them big ass shark teeth she got. like Simone is just not a good person like that to me. I see right through her. I didn't like how she got mad at Jackie, Quad, and Anila because they wasn't all that mad at Heavenly, even though she had talked bad about them. And Simone got to saying, oh, it's like they scared of her. It's like, how about they freaking love her? Like, Simone tries to act like Heavenly is worthless. Like, nobody should like her. Nobody should want her. Her and Toya act like that. Heavenly is likable. She's on her grind. She's ambitious. She's married. She is married to medicine. And she has her own professional career. She owns a nice home. They not moving every damn season, Toya and Eugene. And y'all saw today, I told y'all, whatever is in Toya, it's in Eugene. Eugene gets all upset and in his feelings. The way he always in the women business and he go get mad at Karen, Anila's husband, honey. Child, bye. Child, that shit was crazy. That was so funny how Neela and Karen came to Simona Cecil's Halloween party as movers to Toya and Eugene and was calling them out. Honey, I was here for it. Okay, it was so funny to me. I never have been, Anila's biggest fan, but I kind of liked her today. And she's really cool with Heavenly. I like their friendship. Heavenly girl, you can't be telling Anila that Quad may be messing with a married man or there's rumors going around. Like, I didn't like that Heavenly did that. I feel like you sending out two different messages. You're upset that you're being confronted about talking about your friends, and now you still talking about a damn friend. Heavenly, you can't do that. Okay, even the producers called her out. They like, girl. She like, oh, I didn't say she messed with a married man. That's what's going on and going around. I'm like, that's not good. Quad's your girl. Y'all worked y'all stuff out. I love Heavenly and Quad's friendship. I hope Heavenly does not mess it up. But Heavenly girl, you gonna have to listen to Daddy. You gonna have to get it together. Just stop talking about them people on your platform. Just kind of keep it cute and mute. Just say a little bit and, keep your job with Married to Medicine. Girl, don't let them, because they'll have it to where that YouTube channel probably gets shut down, because they some haters, honey, okay? They are not like Heavenly. They're not driven. Heavenly and Jackie, they hang together, I think, because they're driven. And Contessa was a part of the crew, too, okay? But yeah, Heavenly was really hurt about this whole situation with Contessa. She really loves her. They showed all the pictures of them going out, going to the movies. They be talking on the phone all the time together. And, Heavenly is really her. She like, you could have just picked up the phone. Why you getting with people that I don't like? But Heavenly, that's what people do. They will team up with your enemies, honey. Ask me how I know. Okay? I think that is so evil when people do that. So Contessa is showing you, Heavenly, who she really is. She's showing you that she needs help. Okay, and she is not capable of being your friend. Yes, you was wrong for some of the stuff that you was saying on your show. But her ass was there throwing her own damn husband under the bus. Women, you cannot do that. Okay, you can't be throwing that man under the bus, then you stand with him and you being stagnant. You can't do that. You can't do that. So if you go stay, you might as well play. That's what I always tell y'all. But yeah, Contessa, I do not like her at all. She is so annoying. But honey, I wasn't mad at her. She was treating this football player, his sexy chocolate ass. I was like, he fine. Child. Looked like a Hershey's bar. I was like, Miss Robinson wants some chocolate, honey. Okay, and I want it now. Okay, shit. They talk about Scott last year. I guess he received some DMs from some women and was responding to it. Yeah, because he don't want to be in a damn marriage no more. They are not on the same page. They are not even in the same book, in my opinion. He just seems so much different than her. They show that they're kind of, I guess, they got their own business. And, she was saying that she need him to come help her out. And, all of that seems all well and good. But I don't even think y'all need to be married. It's just, it's too volatile. Like, even when they on screen together and she had kissed him on the mouth, I could see all right through that. It just looked fake. It just looked like, I'd been with him for so many years. It don't seem like there's any passion. Like, when I seen Heavenly and Daddy, I could tell they're intimate. They really love each other. They got a strong bond. You could just feel the chemistry, even with Cecil and Simone. Even, hell, Jackie and Curtis. Okay, you can kind of see, there's a bond between them. And with them, it just seemed like they are performing. Contessa and her husband. What's his name? Scott? Yeah, it just seemed like they performing, putting on a show. I'm not buying. Let's get back to Toya and Eugene really quick. Eugene got all upset and in his feelings because you got called out, nigga, for moving every season, and then tried to turn around and say, well, everybody move. No, motherfucker, everybody don't move. Just you and your big booty wife. And then y'all got a lot of nerve trying to be Jay-Z and Beyonce. Toya is just, ugh. Toya is, she's so ghetto. She's so first floor. She be trying, and it just never, the plane never lands, okay? It never lands. It never takes off. She just don't do it for me. Beautiful woman. Toya is very attractive. Okay? But she's not ambitious. She has not turned this opportunity into something that could really set her up for life. She has not started a business. She joked on this episode about flipping houses. Bitch, you ain't flipping houses. Your ass is moving. Just like Karen and that damn Anila pointed out. And Anila, what the hell is wrong with you? You got 2 damn kids. Bitch, I done seen women with 6 kids get them washed, dressed, cooked. They cook for them. They do everything for them. You can't handle taking care of your damn kids. And then you a block. Girl, you got money. Girl, get you a babysitter. Anila ain't trying to be bothered with them kids, okay? Because the shit you doing is basic shit that we all have to do, and you got even more privilege. So, girl, make it happen. Spend that money. That man got some money, you spend it. Y'all act like y'all are afraid of credit cards, okay? Give Miss Robinson that credit card. I'll use it. We had Quad and Simone. They was getting into it, and Simone was right. Quad cut her off. Simone sat there and listened to everything Quad was saying about how, the whole thing was ineffective. And, Simone was sitting there listening to her credit. So, Quad, for you to get up and try to storm out and not listen to Simone, it's like, stop with this childish stuff you be doing, Quad. It was just so childish to me. So Simone calls Quad out for calling Heavenly out on Instagram. There was a specific post that Quad overly responded to. She got real nasty with Heavenly, and Heavenly was just being shady. And I remember that, and I was disgusted by that. But Quad tried to explain it hey, I told Heavenly several times to stop saying and doing certain things, and she kept doing them. And then, that one time I just really went off. And so Toya comes in, to the conversation, and she's like, well, y'all both saying the same thing about Heavenly. Y'all both at one point got fed up with her. I mean, this is the same thing, but Quad is just I talked to her. I pulled her to the side. Y'all didn't do that. Y'all tried to ambush her. That's the difference. Jackie is outside trying to plead with Heavenly. Are you willing to talk to Contessa? And Heavenly is just I'm not going back in that house, and I'm going to need some time. And I don't blame Heavenly. But Heavenly, if I were you, I would never be cool with Contessa again. I wouldn't apologize no more. This is somebody that is unhappy in their life and in their marriage, and they're trying to blame you for everything when really she is mad at that man. Well, she shouldn't talk about my husband. And girl, your husband is out here embarrassing you. Okay, he is allegedly cheating on you, which is what you thought last season, and that's what you got to telling these women. You got to telling them all your damn business. So when they have your back, and then one of them, is closer to you more than anybody, and you keep talking about your damn husband. You even went on Heavenly's show, and then you get mad at her. for what? Answering the questions honestly. Like, you participated in that betrayal. Okay? You can't be running your man's name down and then you get mad that your friend, feels the same way you feel? She loves you. She don't want him dogging you. That's what that is, Contessa. Okay? She may not have went about it in the right way, totally, but she loves you. All these women care about you. Shit, you was acting like you was in the witness protection program, last season. Quad had to talk on your behalf. You act like you was scared of your husband. And I see it with Scott. He's very I don't know. He just seems very narcissistic. He seems dismissive of her. They just don't seem like a good match. He just seems very passive, very sneaky. I don't trust him. I do not like him at all. He can go and she can too. She too volatile. She like that woman that got the baby daddy that she run his name down, but she'll never leave him. And she don't want you talking about him and having an opinion about him. But yet she's always talking about him to you. Like, girl, that's exhausting. So if I was Heavenly, never again would I have anything to do with Contessa. Jackie feels like Heavenly doesn't get how, she has made everybody feel. Heavenly is too real for these ladies. Toya is fake. And I could tell that Simone and Toya, they ain't got shit in common. Toya brought some coffee to Simone. She tried to, surprise her, and it was a surprise went wrong. The lady, showed Toya to Simone. Like, it was just crazy. I was like, what would you go do, Toya? I was gonna play around with you. Girl, you play too much. Get a damn job. Start a business. Do something. Flip some houses. Okay, be a Robin Dixon, girl. Do something. Okay? She was up in there, what did she say to Simone? I went home and I washed my hair. And Simone was like, uh-huh. And I did this. Like, she was making a big deal out of these basic, mediocre things. And I don't know, Toya is just not interesting. She has a one-track mind. It just, if Toya was a radio station, it would, I don't know, she that radio station that play that same song over and over again. They ain't got no other song. She's a one-trick pony. It's just blah with Toya. Honey, your man getting all upset because Eugene is not happy in that marriage. Why would he get upset like that, you guys? Eugene ain't never went off like that. He went off tonight. Okay? And Toya tried to act all, like she wasn't bothered, but she gonna try to pull Anila to the side. Well, what you did, and I'm not cool with what you did, and I don't like you made my husband upset. Bitch, you was upset too. You was upset too. And then you got Eugene flipping out on Karen like, well, we didn't have no problem last year. I know that, Toya and Anila wasn't really getting along, but me and you, we got a problem now. Karen was like, we shouldn't. It was just a joke. But you can't joke with these Harrises. You can't joke with them. And then they kept trying to make it look like the joke that Anila and Karen pulled, it was like petty. It was childish. No, y'all look petty and childish when you move those children year after year. That looks irresponsible. And Eugene knows that. And he's bothered. Watch when they get down to that reunion. You gonna find out more about Eugene and Toya's life and how shit is not how it seemed. They always try to act like shit is all good. Okay, and then you got Simone. Well, she's always talking about all our marriages. What about her and Damon? It looked like Damon is a good man. That's what it looked like. Shit, that's what I seen on the episode. I was like, yes, honey, I need a man like Damon. I like how Heavenly came to talk to them not them, to him about, the girls and how they set up this stupid intervention. And she explained to Damon what was going on, and he was so supportive and saying, well, maybe you shouldn't do that if it's going to make people feel a certain way. You are a leader of the group, whether you believe it or not. I was like, tell her she is a leader with her ambitious ass. I love Heavenly. Okay, got her own practice. She worked when she want to. She got a YouTube channel, beauty supply. I love Heavenly. She's so diverse. She's a dentist. She got 3 beautiful children. She got her a good man. She has everything that anybody would want. Like Heavenly, you guys, she inspires me. She does. If I had to have anybody's life on here, it would be Heavenly's. Everybody else, not so much. Child thought it was funny that Heavenly was blocking Toya and Simone, but in the driveway, she couldn't open up her door. She's like, I'm trying to figure out how to open up the door. I like that Jackie tried to talk to Contessa, and she's just like, you sitting up here trying to get back at Heavenly, but you're hurting even more. You're still crying about the situation. And here go Contessa, like the freaking victim that she is. Well, she hurt me, and I gotta hurt her even worse. And girl, you hurting yourself. You get out of that toxic ass marriage and stop trying to have this damn image. Okay, she another one. Look, and another one. Okay, well, I got the man, the kids, and I got all these goals, and I'm sure she got, what's she gonna do next year? Run a damn marathon? You need to be running your ass. Do the running man up out that damn marriage. That's what your ass need to do. Okay, she's volatile. She all over the place. I do not see it for Contessa. She one of them people that try to act like she all strong. And, you weak as hell up in this relationship. You act like your ass can't, make a move. Okay, I don't like that. It doesn't match. Okay, it's that Nicki Minaj shit. She over there with what? Kenneth Petty, and then be talking all this shit on her song. Her and Cardi, same type of women. Same type of women. Cardi sit up here, talk all this bullshiggity in her songs, and then be with a nigga like Offset always cheating on her. And then, what was that in the song Up? I love that song by Cardi. I do like her music, but yeah, well, if he ain't got a ring, then he ain't going on my Instagram. Girl, stop bragging about being married and the man cheating. Y'all just look weak to me. Next. So Heavenly told Anila that she feel like Toya's having real problems in her marriage. What did I tell y'all? I could tell. Oh, I could tell. And I guess Eugene said in front of a whole bunch of people that Toya was the worst decision he has ever made. It's looking like that, sir. Okay, she's all over the place. She got you moving every season. You a simp too. Okay. You big niggas, y'all too big to be simps, okay? Come on. Put your foot down, okay? And say, girl, we're not moving anymore. No. Eugene, get Toya a coloring book. Get her something to do, okay? So I guess Quad's friends, they be getting all of Toya's tea. That's why Quad be knowing so much. And I guess she tells Heavenly, the real deal about what's going on with Toya. Yeah, I'm sure all them neighbors that they live next door to, I'm sure they know about their issues, okay? Y'all keep trying to live above your means. Y'all keep trying to act like y'all, live this opulent lifestyle. I'm sure y'all got money. You're on this show. I'm sure y'all making a decent amount of money. And then Eugene is in the medical field. But y'all need to quit. That house was beautiful. Y'all didn't need to sell that. And now you renting again. And it's too much. Oh, Scott got caught in a lot. That's why I don't like him. He just seems so phony. But I guess Contessa didn't come to the Halloween party for Cecil and Simone. She had to study for a test. I guess she didn't want to face Heavenly. So, yeah, she lied, said she was out of town when really she's at home studying. That's per Scott. He can't even keep, can't even keep the lie that the wife then told him. He can't even keep it to himself, honey. And that's how you know a man is not loyal to you. Like, it's little stuff like that, you guys. You'd be surprised. But yeah, he all in the confessional, and Contessa like, dang, you let it slip. Because y'all inauthentic. Y'all are not genuine. That's why you got issue with Heavenly. Because you are nothing like her. Fake people, they can't stand somebody real. We had Quad and Heavenly. They had a moment at the Halloween party. I guess Quad was, once again accepting Heavenly's apology for the, she's sleeping with married men. Heavenly, I don't understand why you would even say something like that about a friend. You can't do stuff like that. So you can't put yourself in this situation no more, especially not with Jackie and Quad. Like, if I was Heavenly, those are the women that I would hang with too on the show. I wouldn't really be interested in Contessa, Simone, or Toya. They just seem boring to me. I thought Contessa was cool, at one point, but she too much. Simone screamed too damn much, and she's petty and jealous and territorial, and not feeling her. Toya just ghetto on the first floor, But yeah, Quad said if Heavenly cross her again, she gonna cut their friendship off. I don't blame her, So hopefully Heavenly don't say nothing like that no more. But see, Heavenly, you was kind of doing too much on this episode, telling Anila one thing. It seemed like the whole Phaedra thing, like from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all remember when she was, they be effing. She was talking about Shamia and Kandi. But it was that same type of thing. Then when she got in her confessional, Heavenly didn't want to talk about it to the producers. It's like you saying one thing and then you doing another. Like your actions need to correspond. Your behavior, it reflects intentions. And your intentions, especially to the women on here that's loyal to you, they got to be good, Heavenly. Okay? But I don't care if you talk about Toya, Simone, or Contessa. Look, have at it. All right, guys, now we are on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's talk about the most important parts, honey, of this episode. Episode starts out with Drew's mother, honey. She done fired Drew. Drew, your own mother had to fire you, girl. Damn. So we got Sheree and Cairo. Cairo is handsome, honey. You would never guess that Bob Whitfield is his daddy, honey. You just would never believe that. He is so cute. I love the little jogger set that Sheree had on in her scene. She tells her son that she needs him to model for her She by Sheree. I guess she's going to add the male version. Okay. So we got Kandi. She's having a birthday party for little Ace. Aw, he is so cute. So Drew's daughter is there at the party, and we see Kenya and her daughter. They are there. Oh, Drew's son is there also. They had a gaming truck for the kids. I thought that was so cute. So we got MARLO. She's at the archive, and we got Sheree. She comes to shop, I guess, honey. MARLO has some nice pieces. Child, one of MARLO's nephews is snitching on the other one, honey. One of them said, I guess William just sit on the bed all day, play Roblox, and, he don't brush his teeth, don't wash his butt. I was like, child, I guess he be on the computer all day long. And MARLO is like, well, damn, should I have them come home? Is this a vacation for them? MARLO says her sister said that, she's going to take it from him, the Roblox and stuff. So, MARLO girl, go on and get your nephews, honey. Okay, Crystal tired. She done gave the boy the video game. Like, look, have at it. Okay, Crystal is tired, honey. So we see Kandi and Kenya and Drew. They get to talking to Kandi about Candy's play. She had to shut that down, the colored man play. I guess the new wave of Omicron, that took over. I guess the whole cast ended up getting it. Kandi got the crying, and I get it, you guys. I really do. Kandi puts a lot of hard work into her projects. But girl, you gonna be okay. Okay, you still got them coins. Okay, so we saw her also talk to Todd about this later. I guess she got a call to do another play, and Todd kind of convinced her to do that. And I really loved how Todd was pouring into Kandi and having her look on the bright side, like, yeah, the one opportunity didn't work out, but, just try something else. You're being offered something else. People will start to think that, you didn't get down about that. You're coming back out with something else. And I really loved how he framed all of that for her. And, she got to saying how supportive and loving he is. And that is really cool. I was like, Todd is a good dude. And he don't have to have all the money in the world. He don't. Okay, bravo. Y'all shady as hell. Y'all see how they they lined up all the stuff that Kandi owns, honey. They get to talk about their will and stuff. Todd only got that condo in Jersey, and Kandi got the businesses, the restaurants. She got her music. She's a songwriter. She got a lot of stuff. They got some rental properties together, so good luck, honey, with dividing all of that up, because I just feel like they both parent differently. Todd comes from a place of struggle, and I think he needs to let that go and give your daughter Kayla more, like, I guess Riley, she gets expensive cars, and, I guess Kandi has tried to do things for Kayla in the past, but Todd wouldn't let Kandi, and he believed you got to work so hard. And I do get it. I guess he doesn't want, he don't want his daughter to be so spoiled, but you got to provide these kids with luxury. You got it. Give it to them. But, I think that, they balance each other out, Todd and Kandi, because Kandi is definitely, honey, the luxury parent. But yeah, they made Todd feel real bad. Riley, Kayla, and Kandi, they all came down hard on him. They just feel like everything is struggle with him, and you got to work so hard. And, and it's just like, because something came up as far as the money. Todd thinks that the children, they shouldn't get one big lump sum of, I'm guessing the inheritance. They shouldn't just, get that one lump sum. They should just get it at different stages of their adulthood. And Riley was like, I want my money now. I was like, I'm with Riley. Shit, I may not live to see tomorrow, honey. I want all my money now. Okay? And I think Riley is a smart girl. She's out in New York. Her and Kayla, they're both doing well. I guess Kayla is in the fashion industry, and she does TV production or something, behind the scenes. So she's doing good. Riley's trying to be a lawyer. She's doing really well. She said her grades are good. I think that Riley, though, is responsible, and she will do the right thing, with her money. Okay? And I thought it was funny because Riley tried to act like she ain't drinking, and Kandi like, girl, it's okay if you drinking. You ain't gotta, you ain't gotta act all innocent, honey, because you in front of your mama. I was like, I know that's right. So next we got Sanya, Sheree, and MARLO. I think that Sanya is really starting to like MARLO. I don't I think it's kind of happening authentically. I think she's starting to see Kenya for kind of who she is. I know. Some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth. But I think that Kenya's behavior, it was so negative. It was so unnecessary. All that running away. Like, if you go run from MARLO like that, then girl, you need to be pulling Andy to the side like, look, I can't film with MARLO. Okay? You need to do that. Don't, all that running away. Kenya, have you forgot about how you treated Kim Fields, how you was trying to bully and punk her? Did you forget about how you used to call Portia all kind of dumbasses and she's so stupid? And like, when y'all sit up here and try to defend Kenya, I just be looking at y'all. Okay, she is no victim. That MARLO has seen this show. She ain't forgot about all these people that Kenya done tried to come for in the past. Okay, so she ain't this, like y'all act like she had this baby and she just this nice person. No, Kenya is a bitch. Okay? She is a bitch that's insecure that she ain't got no man. And it was crazy because SANYA'S like, okay, well, I'm going to invite the girls to Jamaica and I want to make it to where, everybody feels comfortable, even the single women. And she's like, yeah, you guys can bring a man or a woman, bring your home girl. Like, you ain't got to have no date. I'm going to extend that to Kenya. She go to call Kenya answering her phone, and she get to trying to invite her to Jamaica, and then, she said, well, it's a couple's trip. And before she can get all the words out, Twirl, she's so damn insecure. She's so damn triggered and in her damn feelings, she hangs up. And I told y'all, she treats people the way that her mom has treated her. You can't do that. Okay? You can't do that. And I heard her later on tell SANYA, oh, well, you triggered me and, I have abandonment. Girl, stop that shit about your past. We all got a past. We all was dogged out, mistreated in some type of way in childhood or hell, even in adulthood. You got to cough that shit up, go sit on a therapist's couch, okay? And you got to move past that stuff and stop using that as a damn excuse. Now, one of y'all got in the comments and got on me about, oh, well, 1 minute you telling her to stay away from Mark and he's a narcissist and he's bad. And then 1 minute you defended him. I think that all human beings have two sides. And I don't think that Mark was just the big bad guy. No. I think that this situation with Mark was a arrangement. I said it. I think it was set up for her to have this baby. It just never looked real, like it was a real marriage and they was all over each other and they are so in love. He did not love bomb you. Okay? You got on here hiding your marriage. You didn't even let the cameras come, we didn't get to see you get married. You did it all in a sneaky way, but, and then it's, well, I don't want my man on this show, and that's why he don't want to be on the show. You got to participate in this show. Everybody else participates. You think the rules are special for you? Okay? She didn't scrutinize everybody's marriage, Portia and Cordell, Phaedra and Apollo. She was even flirting with Apollo, knowing he was married, pushing him in the pool, touching his body, texting him. Inappropriate. And she did that behavior because back then she was lonely. She was on this show, y'all girl, okay, begging Walter to marry her. Okay? Kenya's MO is, I'm misconfident. I look so good. I'm so that you don't act like it though. You don't act like you really that bitch. You so damn insecure. This woman trying to invite you on a trip so you could bring a female friend with you. That way you don't be by yourself or act like you didn't know, that it was a couple's trip, because you try to play that game too. And you hung up on her and was dismissive and, well, no. And then you got to telling Sonya later on. I'm skipping ahead, guys. You got to telling Sonya later on. Yeah, Kenya got to gaslighting Sonya. Your tone was very condescending. No, you insecure. Miss USA is insecure. When Miss USA got her ass on here season 5, you was insecure. You didn't have no man. You was begging that man to marry you. You was triggered by Portia because she actually was married and you couldn't wait to find out that man was dogging her. Yeah, I saw a long time ago, you guys, how Kenya get down. That shit she did to Tanya and bringing that woman in the front of her. I thought that was so evil and malicious. I'm going to provide more context to how I feel about Kenya, maybe in another video. But yeah, she plays the victim and she tries to cover up, her insecurities. And then it's this new thing now that she blames people for how Mark treated her. No, bitch, you allowed Mark to dog you. You're real hell on wheels with these girls. And that's your problem. You one of them women that will allow a man, because he has a penis, to run all over you. And then with these girls, it's nuck if you buck, and I'm going to be so nasty and rude and disrespectful. No. You give everybody the same damn treatment. Okay? Mark was over there trying to make Kenya more practical in a financial way. I'll provide more context to that, you guys, in another video. We ain't got time really to get into all of that on this one, but I will provide audio to back up what I have noticed. Okay? Because I saw how she would talk to him. She never allowed Mark really to be a husband. Was he perfect? No. But I don't think that Kenya is somebody that wants to be married. That's another truth about her that I wish she would tell. Okay? I think Kenya may want companionship, but I just don't see her as a wife. I think she's a wonderful mother to Brooklyn. I think that's something she really wanted. But to me, she wanted that baby a whole lot more than that marriage. Because it just seemed like, yeah, we got together and now all of a sudden we getting a divorce. That's just how it always looked. Okay? And then y'all, well, she going through a divorce. This girl been going through a divorce for what, 3 seasons now? Okay, like, girl, we are tired. The girls are bored. You don't need to come back next season if it's going to be the same stagnant ass storyline. Okay? Sanya, you are a lot better than me because Kenya wouldn't have got my time. I would have seen her for who she was. I don't do the insecure women. And then the insecure women that want to act like they confident, I don't do them. Okay? You need to go back to therapy. And your ass need to stay there. You shouldn't get that trigger. And just like MARLO said, I told y'all don't listen. Y'all think because MARLO had a rough upbringing, she don't notice certain stuff about Kenya. She said, what type of woman hangs up on another woman? Don't no grown woman act like that. That's MARLO that said that. Because MARLO recognized that. And that's what I'm talking about with Kenya. You keep perpetuating everything and making it worse because you keep trying to run, and I don't know, it's like you scared that people are going to disrespect you. Well, I got to stay on guard because of how Mark treated me. No, you don't. You address the niggas that are disrespecting you. That was your problem in your marriage. Didn't nobody ask your ass to not stand up to your husband? That's what you chose to do. The same mouth you got with these women, the same nasty ass bitch that got that woman in the front of Tanya, you need to be that same way with your man when he acting up and he ain't treating you right. Okay? Y'all love saying she from Detroit, but I'm like, this bitch is a scary bitch. You running from Marlo. Marlo didn't chase Nene on this show. Marlo didn't chase Portia down. This is what she does. They didn't run, though. Not like you. And I think even Portia was trying to get away from her, but they eventually confronted her. That's not what you're doing. You being childish. And another thing with Kenya is, like I keep telling y'all, you can't be on guard like that. That's not the right way to live your life. You can't make everybody pay for what Mark did to you. Oh, well, I let so much stuff go and now I'm standing up for myself. No, that's a lie. Okay? And I do not believe you were fully the victim in that marriage. I don't believe it. Okay? There's a part, Kenya, you played. You moved way too fast with this man. You didn't do your homework. You didn't get to know him. You wanted a baby. Period. Now you need to stand on that. And then some of us will probably bob our head to the beat that you are trying to play for us. But I'm not bobbing my head to no bullshiggity. Okay? But all this, I'm going to make everybody punish. And you keep trying to conflate Mark into your issue with Marlo. Now you doing it with Sanya. Who next? Drew? Who next? Somebody, well, y'all treat me the way Mark do. Girl, stop it. You rushed. Okay? You didn't choose out the best man. You wanted that baby to look a certain way. That's what you cared about, because part of you is superficial. That's all it seemed like you care about. How stuff looks, image. And that's fine to want, nice looking things. It's fine to want a nice looking child. Tell the truth about it. Don't go around the bush. Okay? Don't just blame everything on Mark. Own your shit. That's what a grown woman does. And Sanya is a good one. She's sitting up there apologizing for making you feel when, bitch, you chose to feel a certain way. Didn't nobody tell you to get triggered by nothing. So, can you look, nice in the scene, guys? I give her that. But she can miss me with the bullshiggity. Another thing I did not like is how she kept insulting SANYA'S house. And I think Drew said some things too. I kind of didn't like that. Did none of y'all have y'all shit together the first season? And, here and there, I felt like the girls were being shady because they was like, well, ain't no bartender and what are we going to eat? And, they had food for y'all. Could y'all wait? Damn. Like, y'all just act like, I don't want this show to get to the point where y'all dog out people that provide normalcy. I like the normalcy that Sanya brings. I do. Everything ain't gotta be all luxurious and lavish and yeah, but it should be like, and Drew, girl, your wigs and shit wasn't even right last season. So you was kind of doing too much of that. Leave this woman alone. She is trying, I'm starting to kind of like Sanya. I still got my good eye on her. I did, still don't like how she has treated Drew. But, she kind of growing on me. I think she's good for this show. I do. I think she's going to provide some balance. But, yeah, Kenya, you sat up there in her face. And maybe it was just me, you guys. But it seemed like she wanted, SANYA'S sympathy one minute, and the next minute you dogging out her damn house with this dry ass food and we need, and I guess Sanya, took it as a joke, but girl, bye. You was just in there begging for sympathy and comparing me to your narcissistic ass ex-husband. Girl, bye. Okay, Sanya, a better one than me. All that nitpicking about my home, and then she was like, well, yeah, Kenya can help me decorate. I guess Kenya has a nice home. I guess Sheree got a real nice home too, though. Shit, I mean, have Sheree help me out. I love Sheree's decor style too. you can have Marlo too. You know, Marlo looked so good, you guys. At Sanya's house, she looked so nice. She was my favorite. Sheree looked good too in her pantsuit. I love that color. Sheree was looking sharp, honey. Okay, and I love that part where her and Drew was going back and forth. She told Drew, bitch, I'm looking old and cold. I said, bitch, you better say it. Okay, Sheree looked damn good. Marlo, why you say Sheree 60 years old? Child, I was cracking up. They said Sheree is like 53. Marlo was like, oh my God, Sheree go kill me. Sheree looks damn good. She just needs a brain now, okay? That's all she need, honey. But yeah, I loved the scene that Sheree went to, and it looked like Bravo is really trying to help Sheree bring She by Sheree into fruition, honey, because they, the lady had the sketches and had the type of material, Sheree is going to need to make the joggers and stuff. And I love it wasn't a full-on jogging suit. It was a jogger, the top part, you guys. I love that jacket that Sheree had on, the color of that. It was like a light pink. She looked so good in it. I love that jogger. It had She by Sheree on there. I said, bitch, you better. Okay. Child, now Sonya, girl, you could have had the photo booth working for Sheree. Sheree felt honored, you guys, that Sonya wanted to throw a little party. That's why she had all the women come together, because it was Sheree's birthday. And I thought that was cool. So hopefully, that kicks off their friendship. But Sonya, girl, stuff like a photo booth, you want to have that together, honey. But the rest of everything, to me, you guys, it was fine. Child, Sheree and Drew going back and forth. Sheree talking about she throwing tomatoes. Drew is so whack. Sheree, you're whack. Okay, you whack because it done took you this damn long to get She by Sheree off the ground. I am very sick of the women on this show, and you got certain YouTubers talking about Drew and she's whack. No. If Drew is whack, honey, she's not whack by herself. Okay, She by Sheree is whack too. Sheree, you need to stop bringing Fatum around. She's keeping shit up with her drunk ass. I don't like her. I don't see the point of her. What happened to Shamia? Where is Shamia at? Okay, ain't she a friend of the show? Where is Carmen at? Okay, I'm loving Monyetta. Monyetta probably over there, honey, laughing at Neo and Crystal. It done came out. He cheating on her with prostitutes and hoes. Okay, there's some hoes in this house. When you see them, point them out. We're not shocked. Neo, I thought you was supposed to try to be a good man. He got that old funny shaped head. Child, Neo is not cute like that. I love his singing voice, you guys. I love his songs. But, I'm so sick of these men and all this patriarchal, misogynistic cheating that they do, and they the man and they make all the money, so they get to sleep with this one and that one. Crystal, girl, you need to run and fast. Stop getting your ass on the internet telling everybody your business. You another contestant. All you do is stand right by that man, and you need to be running, okay, up out that marriage. Stop marrying these cheating ass men. Okay, just stop doing it. Okay, shit. Sheree, you whack for saying Drew is not getting attention at home. Girl, you ain't getting no attention from Tyrone. You let a nigga from prison ghost you. Okay, that's what make you whack. The fact you was even dating a nigga that was in prison, I could see if he had, been out for a couple of years and you get with him. But no, your whole storyline, Sheree, I'm sorry, girl, is whack. Okay, you looked cute, but, in the little scene, but no, girl, you so much older than Drew. Okay, you should have your shit together, and it's not together because you got the same problem Contessa has. Melody kind of got it, not as bad as you all, but y'all got this image thing where everything got to look a certain way when really it's not that way, and it's the cognitive dissonance of it all, honey. Miss Robinson cannot. Okay, I can't. I didn't like what Kenya was doing at the table. To me, she should have, like Sheree and Kenya are cool, so I feel like Sheree should have been checked, and y'all, Kenya, Kandi, like, y'all know that what Fatum is doing is not right. Kenya, you definitely know, because I heard you talk with Drew, and, you get where she's coming from. So tell her that this is wrong instead of, like, acting like a bobblehead and being goofy. Like, no. Like, stand up. Be solid. Sheree, though, had me cracking up as she's arguing with Drew. She was talking all fast and shit. I loved it. It was funny. It was funny. I like when Sheree get upset because she get flustered, but she started talking all fast and stuff. That old and cold, though, that did it for me. I said, you better tell her. You better. Okay? You better hope you looking as good as Sheree, Drew. Let's get back to Sheree. When she was, shopping for the fabrics for She by Sheree. And she got to saying, well, I'm not just going to put anything together. Bitch, it's been long enough. It's time to put something together so we can clap and move it on along, okay? And get to working on your damn dating life, okay? And you need a lot of help with that since you're trying to be with Martell Holt, Mr. First Floor himself, okay? Sheree was talking to the ladies about, she's revamping this line, and she gets to saying, yeah, I just want a really huge show. That's your freaking problem. You don't know how to do things. You got to do things the way Kandi told you to do it. Do it small first, then make that money, grow it bigger and bigger. You try to do too much, then you don't get nothing done, then don't nothing come out. Like, girl, no, okay? Don't do it. Do not do that. Do exactly what Kandi told you to do. Get your notebook out and just follow the plan. I think Sheree is embarrassed that she still don't have nothing done, but Sheree, this is your character. Okay, you're shady, you're shifty. We don't know if you coming or going. You sneaky. You're stuffy and cold. I think you are starting to be more transparent. I do find you likable this season. You've gotten on my nerves, but you are a bit more likable this season. I think it's because you can't hide anymore. You can't just throw Nene under the bus and come for her and try to dog her. You got to really own your bullshiggity, honey. Okay, you got to really own your stuff, focus on you. And that was always your problem. You was always worried about what other people were doing, and they were surpassing you. Okay? So with Sheree's men's collection of She by Sheree, she wants a VPL, a visual print line. They was looking at her like, we don't know what that is. Okay, but I like what she doing, because she like, honey, men always trying to look at women, but women want to see what the man working with too. And I ain't mad. Let it hang. And when she was in the confessional saying, how she want the penis to dangle and hang, I was here for it. Okay. I said, this is the Sheree that Miss Robinson is interested in knowing. Okay. I like this. Okay. You better But yeah, I was really impressed that Bravo, set her up well. She had samples and stuff. They like, girl, we don't want you saying that the samples are not good enough, So this stuff is gonna be ready for you. Really quickly, I don't like how Riley looks now. She looks so much prettier. Like, she didn't need any work done. And it just, I don't know, you guys, it just looks so obvious. But I still like Riley's personality. It's just like, what did you do? Like, I don't know, you guys. She just don't look right no more. Child, let's go back to that list with Kandi and Todd. They got the song publishing, the Candy Factory, Bedroom Candy, her house, her guest house, Mama Joyce's house, Tag Boutique. Okay, y'all remember Tags? And then all Todd got is the New Jersey. That is so shady. I know he gonna be mad at that, and I know people are dragging the hell out of Todd for that. That is crazy. Child, I was cracking up when Todd said, yeah, the Jersey crib, I'm going to leave that to Kayla. Riley was like, yeah, that's fair. AKA, I don't want that raggedy ass condo that you got, sir. Okay? You could keep that. Was it me, or did it seem like Todd felt, I don't know if, I like Todd, you guys, but I don't know, it kind of seemed like maybe he feels a bit insecure about his money compared to Kandi. I know that they are married, but it just seemed like his feelings was hurt when he was talking to Kayla, Riley, and Kandi. And it seemed like this has happened before, and it was over money. And nobody ever wants to listen to, I especially notice it out of Riley, like, nigga, you married my mother. You came up. You ain't gonna be telling me how to spend all the money that I'm used to spending. Like, you can still tell, even though Kandi and Todd have been married for a substantial amount of time, you can still tell that, Riley just don't trust him with money. She feel like he be acting like he's poor, he's broke, he's struggling. He want me and his daughter to struggle, and I noticed that, and I'm like, oh, y'all gonna have to reconcile that. But like the man said, they can have 3 trusts and focus, on what Todd wants to do with one trust, and then what Kandi wants to do, and then collectively what y'all gonna do with the third one. So yeah, y'all gonna have to split it up like that. But yeah, I don't like how Todd does Kayla, like all this struggle stuff. Like, give the girl some luxury, honey. So MARLO goes to therapy. She sees the guy, he's from YouTube with his fine ass. I used to watch his videos, and then when I seen him on the screen, I was like, damn, he's still fine, honey. Okay, MARLO was attracted to that man. But anyways, they got to talking about her nephews and how they have been with her for so long. She never really anticipated on taking them on and, being their Monty and really being their full guardian. Like, it was a lot that was put on her plate. I know a lot of you all will argue and say, well, she chose to, put it on her plate. Yeah, but it could be stressful. I like that the therapist, is that what he is? He got to telling MARLO she needs to have structure. She needs to have a plan for when the boys come back. They just can't come back and you miss them and y'all go back right, to how stuff used to be in the past. Y'all need to have family meetings. You need to be going behind them, making sure they cleaning, and doing everything that they need to do. MARLO gets to asking the therapist, like, I don't want to be mean to them. I want to, make sure I'm coming off the right way. And the therapist lets her know that, you want to be consistent with the message that you send to them. You could still be strong. You don't have to do all that yelling. I really like that he had compassion for her and he didn't look down on her the way a lot of people have looked down on her for sending the boys away. I like that he realized, she was frustrated and, she needed a break. I have compassion for MARLO because, like I said, I didn't like the fact that they was tearing her house up. You don't get to tear somebody's house up. I remember one of my relatives ran away and, started staying with us. And, so I'm kind of familiar with what MARLO is going through. I've actually seen these type of situations. And, a lot of times I told y'all those type of kids, like maybe kids, where their mother was on drugs, alcohol, or in jail, which is their case. A lot of times the kids like to play like they are these perpetual victims. They don't take responsibility for their actions. They feel like their bad actions are justified because of what they're going through, and it's not. You have to take accountability and responsibility for your actions. You don't have the right to mess up your auntie's house and destroy it because of what you are going through. That is not right. So I was a bit disappointed in some of the reviews where it's like, well, MARLO is so horrible. And no. And I like that he gave her props. He said, girl, you could have just sent them to be right back in the system. So you have a heart. You care about them. You're just trying to get organized. You're trying to figure this out. Parenting is not always fun. Because MARLO was saying, they like her best friends and she loves watching movies with them. And he like, that's cool, but you got to have structure. You got to be stern and firm, with what you mean, so that way the boys can take you seriously. So hopefully, MARLO gets it together. I think she is. She says she's going to let the boys come back home and they are going to go to therapy with her to see the therapist. So I think that that's good. I think that the boys, they need all of the male guidance that they can get, like from any positive, strong black man like MARLO. Yes. Keep this man in their life, honey. Okay. Oh, Kenya was telling Todd that they should get an off-duty police officer to sit at their gate because Todd, I guess, was explaining about their recent break-in that they had. And I'm like, y'all should pay for that. Like, that's worth it to have because you don't want nobody breaking into your home. Remember what they did to MARLO and, another young lady. So yeah, like y'all got to step up that security. You can't be cheap, Kandi, when it comes to that. Kandi says she stays in the area she lives in. Does she live in the city, guys? Put it in the comments. But, she loves the area that she's in, and that's good. But Kandi, I would kind of listen to Kenya and Drew. I think Drew said she got a security person that sits at her gate. So yeah, you got to do what you got to do, mama, because you got a lot of coins and you got, your big old home and your beautiful children and, y'all got to be safe, Child, Sanya got all these damn rules for the girls for when they go to Jamaica. She talking about no weed, no jail. Weed is not legal in Jamaica. I thought it was. Y'all need some weed. Y'all need to let loose, honey, like a goose. Sanya says that this is a work trip for her going to Jamaica. iFit is footing the bill. And honey, the girls, they gonna have to behave. I hope Kenya don't act the way that she did, or her ass can, she could stay home because we ain't got time for that. Oh, she told Drew she can't bring no props, no doggy treats. If Fatum don't come, Drew won't even have those. All right, you guys, that is all I have to say about that. If I missed something, put it in the comments. Don't forget, you guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.